7:15 in the evening in Paris, but plenty of light to play at least 2 more hours of tennis in this men's semifinal. Federer took the tie-break first set, but now has been playing from behind in this first game of the second set.
You would expect that stat to have been the opposite. Djokovic has not had as many chances as I would have thought. Here's one here to get some momentum back, grab it after dumping that first set. That serve skids off the line. Roger's serving well. He needs to keep doing that.
You both called matches at the Open that these two have played where Federer's done that. How many times served his way out of trouble against Djokovic?
Avantage, Federer.
Well, Federer got out of trouble. That would have been a big lift for Djokovic.
Premier jeu, deuxième match.
Instead, it's Federer with the hold. And let's take a look at our Franklin Templeton match summary.
Well, both guys are serving a very high percentage of, but I think Federer has done a better job of getting that serve where he wants it. And he's frustrated, Djokovic, and he looks edgy and tight.
Again, going into this match, Djokovic was winning 70% of his second serve points, and now he's under 50. And that's got to worry him a little bit because his second serve has improved so much that it was taking pressure off of him when he missed his first. But yeah, he's edgy. It's windy. The court surface is uneven with all of the wind blowing around the clay. And again, this is the biggest match of his life. This is it. #1 ranking on the line. Undefeated season. And he's playing a much more relaxed looking opponent.
It's the first time that Roger Federer's been on a court here with less pressure than his opponent. So much has been expected. Maybe after he lost Nadal a couple times, inevitable that he wouldn't be able to pull off the upset. Not a lot of people picked Federer to win this match.
And so how does a champion handle it when suddenly, because your expectations are still high, but suddenly everybody else's aren't as high?
Well, I think the fact that to some extent he's been flying under the radar has helped him. It's got to get to you sooner or later that people expect you to win every single time you go on the court. That's what Djokovic is feeling right now.
Djokovic.
Here's what Djokovic has done again against the top 10 this year, and most notable's the top 3. Nadal, Federer, Murray.
Yeah, that's the really important part. Murray served for the match against him in Rome. That was a closest he came to losing this year. But to beat Nadal twice on clay, which he had never done, certainly would help his chances if we were to play here at Paris.
15e.
The first time Djokovic ever beat Federer was really his coming out party. It was in Montreal, 2007, Summer Series. And on consecutive nights, Djokovic beat number 3 Roddick, number 2 Nadal, and then number 1 Federer. 3 straight days. They were best of 3 set matches. But that really was his arrival, because a month later he makes the final at the U.S. Open. And then in January of 08, he won the Australian.
This serving is unbelievable.
Yeah, it really is. It's frustrating Djokovic. He's not in more of these points. And Roger plays a much faster pace than Murray, Nadal, or Djokovic. It's happening too quickly to suit him.
Someday, we're all going to come here, I say with great confidence, but it will happen in a few years. There'll be a roof out here, a roof over this court. There'll be a 5-year process to renovate and upgrade the grounds here in Paris. The French Open staying on this site. And eventually there will be a roof over this stadium.
Wonder if they'll ever decide to close it if it's conditions as difficult as what they've had with the wind. Or was it just when the rain starts coming down? Because I tell you, it's tough for these guys to play their best tennis. Impossible would be the word I would use to describe it.
0-15.
There's a look at what will transpire here on these grounds. They considered moving to some suburban locations, and I think I speak for the three of them. We're thrilled with staying here.
They're thinking about over by the Palace of Versailles and over by the Disney World, the Paris Disney. Yeah, it's nicer staying here.
And this is the these grounds are basically located on the edge of a park, of a giant park in Paris, but they're pretty compact. And that's one of the things that will happen. They'll expand into some adjacent acreage that's going to be a little bit more comfortable for all the fans.
15.
Otherwise, you won't hear any complaints from us.
No. Except that I think the roof, more than anything, is providing night tennis, an evening session. Because you can play through rain a lot on this clay.
And we may experience a little tonight. All of you at home may see a little bit of what makes Paris unique. You can play tennis this time of year here until 9:30, if not a little later, even though there are no lights.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Federer's been around a long time, and he senses when a guy's get down on himself. And right now, he's got an incredible chance to take advantage of this moment. That's a very, very poor effort. Didn't move his feet. He's just doesn't look like he's a happy camper at all.
And this is a look we've not seen in 2011 from Djokovic.
That's absolutely right, Ted. He is as negative as we've seen him in 6 months or more.
On the left there with his arms crossed is Rafael Nadal's father, Sebastian.
He hasn't seen these guys play before. Scouting for Sunday, perhaps. He needed that. Couple big serves to get out of trouble.
40.
tell you one thing for sure is he's not moving as well as he normally has or normally has been doing, even here.
Avantage Federer.
He seems like he's a bit flat-footed.
We talked in the beginning of this match how big the forehand and the serve of Roger are. And those two things could win him this match, because right now they're both terrific. Djokovic is down. You know, his energy level is wrong for this.
And remember, I mean, Djokovic had the chance to break to start this set. Federer pulled that game out, and now Roger gets the edge.
It's not surprising that that first set is awfully important.
What you said, John, that had he secured that first set, Djokovic, maybe he would have loosened up and started going for his shots more, moving quicker, feeling more relaxed.
Instead, he's tighter.
Yes.
Federer is on a roll right now, serving absurdly good.
The one exception to that fact we just showed you in Grand Slams was last year's U.S. Open semifinal.
Federer had 2 match points. And 2 monster forehands from Djokovic turned that around.
30-0.
Federer won the first in that. He was up 2 sets to 1, and then Djokovic won at 7-5 in the 5th.
He's not having to expend that much energy. I thought he'd have to work harder out there, Federer, and that's helping his chances. See, there's a gimme point, a free point, just giving it to him.
40-0. Cartes.